Hi there, Brian Horvath here, and excited to share with you how we can help you not miss out on those opportunities on LinkedIn. And I really think it's a paradigm shift. I really think it's a mind shift. A lot of times in social media, as we know, even as much so as LinkedIn being professional social media, we realize that, oh my gosh, I'm looking at myself again, or I'm looking how many likes I had, or hope people like that picture I posted of my family. And I'm not even saying those are wrong things. I like to check on that stuff too. Maybe because I'm an expressive personality and so on and so forth. But what I want to help you do with this video is to realize that mindset, that philosophy, if you will, that might be saying, oh, look at me, is not going to help you maximize your effectiveness. It's not going to help you make the right connections on LinkedIn. And so that's what this video is all about, to not go, oh no, I'm not using LinkedIn well, or why is no one connecting with me, or how come no one's accepting my connection requests, or employers won't look at me, even though I know 95% of recruiters are on LinkedIn daily. They're not interacting with my profile, and so on and so forth. Well, this video is all about trying to help you flip the script on that, to not go, but go, yes, because it's about a mind shift. It's about maybe a philosophy change for you. We're going to break that down for you on this video. Okay, so what is that game-changing, career-changing philosophy that's going to help you not go, but go, yes? That is basically having the philosophy, it's not about me. How many people are looking at me? I hope they like me, or I hope they see how good I am. It's about being humble. It's about seeking to serve. Yep, looking out there, seeking to serve, not looking inward, but projecting outward. And I want to help you do that in this video. So are you ready? Good. Lean in. We're going to have some fun with this one, and it's going to be practical, and you're going to be able to use it as soon as you are done looking at this video or watching this video. So what is it? How do we make seeking to serve a reality in our profile? Well, seeking to serve, what is it? What is serving? Well, first let's look at serving. How do you define it? You know, you probably have your own way. I have my way, and they probably gel to some degree. Maybe there's some things you haven't thought about that I'll bring about. Maybe there's some things you would share with me. Go ahead and in the comments below, let me know what you think serving is. And I bet I'm going to learn from you just the same. That's what I love about YouTube. That's what I love about having the heart to serve, is also having the heart to learn, or the idea to learn. So what is serving? I took down some notes. Doing things for someone else without expecting anything in return. Just doing, giving. Thinking of and putting others before yourself. You mean even at the Thanksgiving table, Brian? Yes, Brian, at the Thanksgiving table. Sharing time. What is serving? Is sharing time. You're sharing your money. You're sharing your relationships. You're sharing your talents with others. And you're not just doing it half-heartedly. You're doing it wholeheartedly. You're doing it with generosity or generously. Adding value to someone's life. That's serving. How do you add value? Go the extra mile with them. Serve them more than, maybe they gave you something. You bring back double what they gave you. Going the extra mile, adding value to them. None of this stuff is easy, by the way. And I'm not claiming that it is, but something to get you to think about. So adding value. Leaving a situation or environment better than what you found it, right? So we talk about sustainability. Sustainability in farming is leaving the environment, the earth, better than you found it. Okay, so I used to be in the wine business, and they talked a lot about sustainable growing and sustainable farming, and just leaving the environment better than you found it. So another way to serving is asking questions instead of making assumptions. In this soundbite world, this quick to judge world, this flustered world, and I am guilty of this as well. One of the ways that I can serve is not making assumptions, but asking questions, not making statements, but seeking to gain understanding. So think about that. What is serving? What do you have? Put it in some of the comments below. What is serving for you? How about another question? What does serving do? As we make a shift from it's all about me on LinkedIn, and I tread lightly there. I'm not saying you're saying it's all about you, but we can help you really make an impact. I can make an impact better. I can make the right connections on LinkedIn when I'm thinking about serving and seeking to serve. But what does serving do? What does it look like? Well, serving will set you apart in life. As you seek to serve others, as you add value to their life, as you put yourself second, seeking to serve will help you be set apart in your community, in the marketplace, for that promotion, It's not why we do these things, but it is a byproduct of serving and serving well. You will be set apart. People will look at you differently and they'll wonder like, well, what's this guy got? Or what's this gal got? Or what are they doing differently than I am? Or why? What's their motivation even? So it provides some great kind of intersections of conversation. But set you apart in life, like I said, at home, in the marketplace, in your community, maybe at your church or synagogue or place of worship. It also brings joy to those who you are serving. It's helping to make that frown turn upside down, right? You may have heard that before. It's making people smile and react in a positive way in such a negative, overbearing, overwhelming world many days. So it brings joy to those you are serving. It makes an impression, a lasting impression. People don't forget those little hinge moments in life, and they may not remember them like right away, but somewhere down the road as they're thinking about their job or their role or thinking about who they want to promote or hire or who they want to do more business with, a lasting impression comes to the mind because of the fact that you sought to serve and you did, and that made a difference. It changes relationships in our marriage and our culture and our interactions on LinkedIn as we grow and expand our network. It changes things. It sets you apart. We said that. It also changes a culture. Many times cultures change while we're at a company or organization or a nonprofit or whatever, but they sometimes change or greatly change even more so after you're gone. Are you serving in such a way that's allowing cultures to be changed while you're there, but even more so while you're gone? Because what you did in that environment, how you changed how business was done or processes or procedures or overall how people were treated, it's so valuable. They don't want to let that go. And you had a part of doing that. It also brings you tremendous joy. It also resonates within you. And it makes you want to do that even more, to serve in that capacity even more. And that changes things for you and for others and on LinkedIn as well. So what doesn't serving do? It's almost like maybe you should have started with this question because you can really see the A and B and how they're separated by understanding what serving does and what it doesn't do and how so far they are from the east is from the west. Serving doesn't try to sell you something or get its way. It doesn't try to take something from you. Serving gives, right? So serving doesn't try to sell you something each time you interact. And I think about this specifically on LinkedIn. It's like someone invites you to connect with them and it looks like a great connection and maybe you know them, maybe you don't, whatever the case may be. And then it's almost like clockwork. Tick, tick, tick. They're going to invite me to buy something or they want to sell me something. And I'm not even saying this is inherently bad. Absolutely, it's not. It's not bad at all. But when they don't really add value first, it can be difficult to really pull the trigger on taking a next step with that person. And I know sales is a numbers game and things like that, but it just kind of doesn't hit you or land on you the way you want it to. And hey, I have offers. I'm going to offer you something at the end of this video, but hopefully I add value first and up front, that invested time up front before I try to gain something. What serving doesn't do, it doesn't tell you, you need to do this. It comes alongside you. And it invites you to consider things. And there are times, I know, where we blow it. And sometimes there's times when we just need to say, no, you need to stop. Stop what you're doing and consider this or do this because it's just not healthy. It's not safe. It's not smart. And, it's just not the right thing to do. I get that. But overall, serving comes alongside. It doesn't pull, it leads. Serving also does not make it about itself. Or in this case, if you're the servant, you're not making it about you. You're not making it about your organization, your system, your method, your process. That's not going to help out of the gate. And hey, I failed at all these, by the way. And I think it's kind of what jars me to say, I don't want to see you fail at it, or I want us all to improve, specifically seeing what serving isn't or what it doesn't do. Now, Brian, you may be asking, hey, Brian, what does serving have to do with LinkedIn? Well, I dropped some nuggets along the way if you watched the video this far, but what it specifically has to do is you can take that seek to serve philosophy and apply it to LinkedIn. Imagine it like a virtual community, a virtual environment, a virtual marketplace or workplace. Yes, it's competitive. Yes, we want to have the upper hand or to have a competitive advantage or an unfair advantage, I like to call it sometimes. Well, what I'm sharing with you, if you apply it, will be an unfair advantage because exponentially you will make connections, exponentially you will make the right connections, and exponentially you will have more opportunities than others because you're seeking to serve. But what does it have to do with LinkedIn? Well, everything. It has everything to do with LinkedIn because on LinkedIn, you can really make a difference when you apply seeking to serve to your profile, to your interactions. We're going to share more about that in a minute. It's the gold standard philosophy. How would I want to be treated? How would others, how I treat others is the same way I want to be treated. And I think it was Tony Alessandra, hope I got that right, that said, no, how about the platinum rule? Not just the gold standard or the platinum or the golden rule, but how about the platinum rule? And that's seek to serve others how they want to be served. Not everybody likes YouTube. They might like a podcast. They might like an ebook. They might like a phone call, whatever the case may be. But not everyone likes to have a conversation on LinkedIn platform. They want to take it offline on email or via phone, be available to that. So how do they want to be served? So go from even the gold standard to the platinum standard. And you will make the right connections on LinkedIn when you're asking, well, how do you want to be interacted with? What best serves you? How would you like to best be communicated to? And I know we don't have time to do that with every single connection or every single interaction. But overall, if you carry that with you, it will make a difference. You will make the right connections and you'll make more of the right connections and more of the right connections and so on and so forth. Seeking to serve is so in short supply that by just making little quarter turns and little tweaks to your LinkedIn profile and how you represent yourself, not just highlight all your achievements or all your groups you're a part of or all your awards you've received, but actually have language in there that shows that you're looking to provide a service to add value on LinkedIn, that's going to make a difference. So how do we demonstrate how we are seeking to serve on LinkedIn? How do we really let people know that? Well, first you need to ask yourself 2 questions. Here's the first one. You need to know what you do best. So if you're asking yourself, what do I do best? If I'm asking you, what do you do best? What do you do best? What do you do best? Take a moment, pause this video and write some things down. Write some soft skills down, some hard skills down, some character attributes or attributes, however you want to say it. Write down some personality traits. Write down some of your values. Write down things others said about you. What do you do best? Ask your spouse or ask your children or ask a former boss, ask a current boss, ask a partner, ask a colleague, ask a neighbor, ask a school teacher, whatever the case may be. What do you do best? Take a moment, write those down. Answering that question will help you come up with a way to communicate well on LinkedIn. And I'll be sharing more about that when it comes to keywords in my other videos. But specifically, right now, what do you do best? What do you do best? That's important to know. The second question is, who needs it the most? Who needs it the most? What kind of industries need what you do best? What kind of employers? What kind of environments? Is it a for-profit company, a nonprofit company? Is it a school? Is it the military? Is it a corporation? Is it a small business, medium-sized business, large business? Is it sports? Is it technology? Is it healthcare? Is it hospitality? Right? All those kinds of things. Who needs it the most? Where would you add the most value? Is it online? Is it offline? Is it a combination of both? I sound like that lady on Mr. Mom that says, Mr. Mom, Michael Keaton goes in and goes, hey, I'd like to get some deli meat. She goes, do you want ham? Do you want turkey? Do you want, he goes, ham. Do you want baked ham, cooked ham, chipped ham, chopped ham, sliced ham? Do you want, it's like, right? But figure it out. What do people need most? How can you make a difference in companies, in cultures, in corporations, in nonprofits? What kind of people would make, just a huge impact because you're there? Who needs most? What you do best. Who needs most what you do best? That, my friends, is, if you can answer that, that's seeking to serve. That will help you apply and put it to work for you in your LinkedIn profile. Who needs most what you do best? What do I do best, Brian? What do you do best, Brian? Who needs most what you do best, Brian? Joe, Lisa, Mary, Natasha, Natalia, Lenny, whoever you are, ask that question. Who needs most what you do best? I think you'll have a winner there. And if you need help, drop it in the comments. I can help. I'd love to help you think about that. It'd be a privilege and a pleasure and an honor. Okay? Ultimately, I want you to seek to serve. I want you to be in that game, not about you, but about others. Adding value to others' life, leaving a legacy, making an impact, making a difference. Small, medium, large, whatever, making an impact and not waiting. Because when we wait, here's what happens. We look like poor Lumiere. Remember Beauty and the Beast? I don't care if you've seen version 1, 2, 3, read the book, didn't read the book, listened to, whatever the case may be. Lumiere had a problem. For years after the beast was put away or the prince was made into a beast, all of the servants in the castle were put aside. The beast went inward, locked his door, shut his door, was depressed, and the servants, those who were called to serve, those who were seeking to serve, didn't have anyone or anything to serve for or with. And so that caused Lumiere and his friends, Mrs. Potts and Chip Potts and the clock dude and all those other folks, very sad. And here's what it sounded like. Life is so unnerving for a servant who's not serving. Do you remember that part? He's not whole without a soul to wait upon. Those good old days when we were useful. Suddenly, those good old days are gone. 10 years we've been rusting, needing so much more than dusting, needing exercise, a chance to use our skills. Most days we just lay around the castle. Flabby, fat, and lazy, you walked in and oops-a-daisy. A purpose came. A reason came. A new hope came. A light got shining when that door opened and Belle came in. The beauty came in. All of a sudden, Lumiere and his whole team were excited because they had a reason. The beast wanted to have dinner with Belle, and now they had a reason to sing. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Please be our guest. Put our magic to the test. I hope you did not turn the video off. Of course, if you did, you wouldn't have heard what I just said. But ultimately, I want you to be ready to serve, to be like Lumiere, not sad, not downtrodden, but ready to serve, excited, enlightened, and sharing your light with others. So what are 3 ways that we can actually apply this on LinkedIn? What are 3 ways? The first is you can apply this in your headline. You need to have a Seek to Serve headline. And I help you in that in things and classes and courses and things I've created to go deeper into these concepts and these ideas. You want to share with people how you add value, coming up with keyword phrases, which I share in another video, about how to make your headline stand out. Headlines that have too many words or are confusing or just simply say what their current job title is or a past job title is not sharing what you do best with those who need it the most. It just simply says what you did before. That's not you anymore. You need to make your headline something that's saying, I'm seeking to serve. You want to find me. You want to know about me. And here are keywords in my headline that say that and also satisfy systems that are searching for people like you to solve problems in the marketplace. That's seeking to serve. There are problems. They need your work. They need your value. That provides a solution to the employer. Everybody wins. And guess what? You're compensated. You have fulfillment, enjoy, so on and so forth, right? So what's another way? A second way is in your about section. You need to tell more about who you are, what you do, how you do, using endorsements, or let me change that, third party expertise. So i.e. like disc profile or strengths finders or Enneagram or what people said about you or your, did I say strengths finders already? Yes, I think I did. So you want to put that into your about section so that you can highlight, not just for keyword sake, but for telling a story about how you are seeking to serve, how you're saying you want to add value, how you're creating solutions to problems that are felt in the marketplace. You make sure that's said and shared in the about section. And the third is in your engagement. What do I mean by that? How you engage people on LinkedIn, whether it's in groups, whether it's in connection requests that you make or those that make of you. It's how you are sharing your LinkedIn profile when you're out and about at a networking event. How you use it to engage the marketplace is how you apply for jobs, how you go to network with recruiters, how you go to connect with nonprofits. Maybe you want to serve on a board or volunteer. All that is important. You need to share the fact that you're seeking to serve with those you're engaging with through all those avenues I just mentioned. So this is a lot. It's exciting, but I go more in depth into it in my Ultimate LinkedIn web course. My Ultimate LinkedIn web course will provide you more in depth, more strategic and tactics to help you dig deep, make a difference, not only make the right connections on LinkedIn, but to get hired fast, to be able to serve where you're meant to be, so that you are like Lumiere, excited, fired up, and lighting others' candles as well. When you seek to serve in the marketplace, you will set yourself apart and you will make the right connections, not only on LinkedIn, but in the world at large. So glad to be with you and hope you like and subscribe. Like this video, please, and subscribe to get more of these videos because there's a lot more coming your way. We'll talk to you soon. So if you get a chance, I'd love for you to check out the Ultimate LinkedIn web class right there. That's where I go deeper dive into all these things I shared with you today on this video, but also helping you go through the 7 modules plus a bunch of bonuses so you can not only make the right connections on LinkedIn, but really understand how to use it, apply the things I share with you, and really make a difference in your career. That's the whole goal. Using LinkedIn as a tool it is to make the right connections, make a difference in people's lives, seek to serve, solve problems in the marketplace, and be compensated for it. The Ultimate LinkedIn web class will take you through everything on LinkedIn. You'll have a lifetime membership to it and so on and so forth. I don't need to talk about more right now. All I want to invite you to do is go to horvathtraining.com/ultimate-LinkedIn and you'll be able to find out more details. Love to see you on the course and in the class. What is serving for you? What is serving? Not falling asleep while you're doing the video late at night.